Hello student. In this video, I am going to solve the most expected question in JEE 2020 from the chapter Haloalkanes and Haloarenes. Let me solve the question one by one. Which one of the following compounds will be the most reactive for SN1 reactions? Okay. If we're talking about the alkyl halides, okay, among the particle is the alkyl halides, okay, among the alkyl halides, okay, the alkyl iodides, they are the more reactive towards the nucleophilic substitution reactions. Okay, so next will be the alkyl iodide, next is the alkyl bromide, and also the alkyl chloride, and then these will be the which is the alkyl fluoride. But you just identify in this one here. So let me take the first one here. So I'm going to write it in this form here. Just go this one. This is the particle is the iodine. This is the alkyl iodides here. Okay, and here also what you are having, that is the chloride. Okay. So and the next thing is we are having which is the bromide here. Okay, so we are having the oxygen atom, that is the cyclic one. Okay, and again we are having this one. Okay, see this one. So whenever if you break the particular the bond, that means the cleavage of the that means the dissociation of this becomes very easy, especially because the size of the iodine will be the large. Okay, compared to the bromine, chlorine, and the fluorine, the dissociation becomes very easy, and here it forms the carbocation. That means, so whenever it forms whenever it breaks the particle here, that is the dissociation, it forms which is the particular carbocation after the breaking of this bond. But see the next one here, whenever there is a formation of the which is the carbocation, what does it contain? This is the oxygen, so which is containing a lone pair which is involved in the resonance, the stability will be goes on increases. Okay, but in all the case, in the first three we can identify the most stable, this is the carbocation, but in the first one it breaks the carbon to the iodine will be the more. Okay, hence the reactivity also the more. Okay, hence we can identify the following compound, the most reactive for the SN1 reaction is which one, that is the A. Okay, here the option is which one, that is the A. Okay, next one. The major product in the given reactions. Okay, let me write the particle the compound what they are given. Okay, so this is the benzene ring here, and here we are having which is the CH2Br. This is the benzyl bromide. Okay, this is the orthobromo, that is the benzyl bromide. Okay, just go this one. So whenever it reacts with the that is the ammonia. So we know that ammonia that is it contains which is the lone pair of electron. They act as which is the nucleophile. So this is nothing but the which is the alkyl halide. This is the which is the aryl halide, because here the bromine atom is directly attached to the benzene ring. Hence what you are going to call it is an aryl halide. But here the bromine is not directly attached to the benzene ring. Hence what you can say, there is the alkyl halides. So we know that aryl halides are less reactive towards the nucleophilic substitution reactions. The aryl halides are less reactive because of the sp2 hybridations. Okay, and also the which one is the particular the resonating structure here. Okay, but because of that, the nucleophilic substitution reaction is there for the this one. That means here it will be breaks, and the product what you are going to get, it undergoes the nucleophilic substitution reactions, and it forms the product like this. That is the CH2, that is the NH2. Okay, this Br remains the same, because we know that aryl halides are less reacted towards the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, hence in this case the option is the which one, that is the A. The option is that is the A. So next one. Arrange the following compounds in the order of decreasing the rate of the hydrolysis for the SN1 reactions. Okay, so again they are given the SN1 reactions here. It is mainly depending upon the stability. Okay, let me write the stability for the first one. I mean the particle the compound here. Okay, just go this one. So this is the first one is which is the benzyl bromide. Okay, this is the benzyl, that is the bromide. So it dissociate to give the which is the benzyl carbocation. So what you are going to get, the benzyl carbocation, the first one. Okay, so next one is the we are having which is the paramethyl, that is the benzyl bromide here. Okay, let me take this one, the second one here. Here what you are having, that is the CH3, and here this is the CH2, that is the Br. Okay, it dissociate to give the respective, that is the benzyl carbocations. Okay, and in the para positions we are having the CH3. So similarly for the third one we are having this one. Okay, so here we are having which is the benzyl bromide. Okay, and the next thing we are having which is the CH3, that is the CH2. Okay, so now it dissociate to give. Okay, so here we are going to get CH3, CH2, and this will be the benzene ring here. Okay, and again it forms the benzyl carbocation. And even in the last one also we are going to get the same thing here. Okay, so that is the CH2Br, CH2Br. So here we are having which is your the CH, okay, CH3, that is your the isopropyl, okay, and which gives you what the particularly what the benzyl carbocation here, okay. So now this is the what the CH2 plus, okay, and here what you are having here, that is a CH, this is the what the CH3, and also what you are having here the CH. But in the SN1 reactions, it is mainly depending upon the what the stability of the what the carbocation. Okay, that is what the stability of which one, the carbocation. If the carbocation is more stable, the SN1 reaction, that will be what the process the what the fast. Okay, just identify. We know that the what the benzyl carbocation is what the most stable here, but in all the case we got the benzyl. But see the what this one here. In this case we are having because they undergoes the hyperconjugation with the what the 3 hydrogen. That means for any carbocation, if there is a presence of the electron, that is what the donating group, the stability of the carbocation goes on increases. So you just identify here. Here also you can identify the hyperconjugation which is containing. That means they shows the hyperconjugation with the what the 2 hydrogen. What about here? That is what the 1 hydrogen. That means here the more stable will be the which is what the second one, because we can have the what the more hyperconjugation in the what the second, that is the structure carbocation, and this is the what the more stable. Now next comes will be the what the third one. So because it is having a 2 hydrogen, that means which is involved in the hyperconjugation. What about here? That is the 1 hydrogen. That is what the fourth one. Okay, but see the first one here, we don't have the any electron donating, that is what the group. That means it does not show the what the hyperconjugation, but normally they shows the what the resonating effect. Okay, the least reactive will be the which is the what the first one. Okay, so now we have to identify. So what will be the what the option in this case? That is the second one is more stable. Next comes the what the third one, fourth one, and the first one. Okay, hence in this case the option is a which one? That is the what the A. Okay, remember the one of the concept here. It may be any carbocation. It may be any carbocation. If there is a presence of the electron donating group, the stability of the carbocation goes on increases. Okay, but here we can identify hyperconjugation, resonance is only the resonance, hyperconjugation, resonance, hyperconjugation and resonance. Okay, the more hyperconjugation is there for the which one? The second one. Okay, so next one. See the fourth question here. In the given reaction, the X will be. Okay, let me take the particular reactions here. The first one is they're given the CH3. This is the what the CH2, and the sulfur which is containing a 2 lone pair of electrons, and the next thing is the what the CH2. Just I'm going to indicate the what the this one. Okay, so the CH2, and this is the what the Br. So they are given the hydrolysis the process here. Now first step will be the formation of the carbocation. Let me write the carbocation in this case here. That is what the which is containing a which in the 2 lone pair of electrons. Okay, so we are having a CH2. Okay, just there indicated the star. Okay, let me write this one as it is here. Okay, and here it forms the carbocation. Whenever there is a formation of the carbocation, but within the particularly the carbocation, that means this particularly the intermediate, there is a presence of the lone pair of electrons on the sulfur. This the lone pair donates the electron towards the carbocation. It forms the one more intermediate, that is this one. CH3CH2, and here the sulfur they shows you the cyclic with the CH2. But see the next one here, this CH2, that particular the indication, that will be the same. Okay, and this will be carries the plus. And the next step will be the attack of nucleophile. They just identify this one. The attack of nucleophile taking place in the both the sets. Just identify this one. This OH group is attached to the this CH2, and here we are going to get this one. Now I'm going to write the one of the product here. Here the one of the product what you are going to get is the CH3CH2, and the next thing is what the S. Okay, just identify this one here. That means the OH is attached to this carbon. That means this CH2, this will be remains the same. And now here we are going to have the CH2OH. The another possibility. Okay, let me take the one more, that is the OH. The another possibility is what this OH may attach to here, and this will becomes here. Okay, that means this will be remains as it is here. Now just identify this one here. So now we have to identify the one more product, that is the CH3CH2. This is the S. Okay, now just go this one. This sulfur is attached to the CH2. And the next thing is the OH is attached to the CH2, that is the star, that is the OH. That means here we can identify the first one and also the second one. Hence the option is which is that is the C. That means the mixture of A. So let me take the this one here. So this is the particle the A we got, and this will be the which is the B. That means you are going to get both A and the B. Hence the option is which one? That is the C. Okay, next one. The correct order of melting and boiling point of the primary, secondary and tertiary alkyl halides are. Okay, so just let me take the one example here, then we come to know that. So let me take the isomers of the which is this one, that is the butyl chloride, butyl bromide here. Okay, so this is the word the N-butyl, that is the word the chloride. And also I am going to take the which is the word the one more, this one, that is the word the CH3, and here the word the CH2, that is the word the Cl. Okay, so this is the word the primary here. Okay, let me take the word the secondary, this one here. So here we are using the secondary, that is the word the butyl, that is the word the secondary butyl, that is the word the chloride. Okay, so next thing I am going to take the tertiary here. This is the word the CH3. Here it is the word the Cl. This is the word the CH3. Just identify. So this is an example for the primary. This is the word the example for the secondary. This will be the word the tertiary. But this is also an example for the primary. But identify this one here. The melting point and boiling point is mainly depending upon the word the branching. As the branching increases, okay, let me write here. As the branching increases, the boiling point will be decreases. Because if the branching increases means what, the size will be the word the small, the van der Waals force of attraction will be the word the decreases. Okay, that means hence the word the van der Waals force of attraction decreases, the boiling point is also the decreases. Hence the higher boiling point is there for the word the primary, next comes the which is the secondary, next will be the word the tertiary. Okay, now in this case the option is a which one, that is the word the A. Okay, so next one. The carbon tetrachloride plus potassium hydroxide X is the end product of the word the reactions. Okay, just go to this one here. So whenever the word the carbon tetrachloride, okay, whenever the carbon tetrachloride reacts with the word the potassium hydroxide, which gives the word the carbon dioxide, and also we are going to get the word the potassium chloride, and also we are going to get the which is the word the water. Okay, the reaction is not balanced. Let me balance the particular reaction. The 4, and here we are going to have the word the 4, that is the word the KCl. This will be the word the 2H2. Okay, just identify this one. But here what they are given is the excess. That means this excess of potassium hydroxide the further reacts with the word the carbon dioxide to form the which one, the potassium carbonate. Okay, so that means the end product of the particular reactions what you are going to get, the potassium carbonate. Hence in this case the option is a which one, that is the word the A. Okay, next one. The yield of the alkyl bromide obtained as a result of heating the dry silver salt of carboxylic this is the acid with bromine in carbon tetrachloride. Okay, so this is nothing but the which is the Borodin-Unsdaker reaction. So this is the word the reaction is the which is the word the that is the word the Decker reactions. Is a Borodin-Unsdaker reactions. Okay, so what exactly the Borodin-Unsdaker reactions? If you take the silver salt of carboxylic acid, if you take the silver salt of carboxylic acid reacts with the bromine. Okay, especially remember one thing, this Borodin-Unsdaker reaction which is used to prepare the which is the alkyl bromide and also the which is the alkyl chloride. Okay, the more yield what you are going to get, that is the alkyl bromide. Okay, just go this one here. The product what you are going to get, that is the alkyl bromide, and the byproduct will be the which is the carbon dioxide, and also you are going to get the which one, the silver bromide. Okay, this is the particular the reactions. Okay, so now we have to identify. So now we have to identify the word the. So which will be the more reactive? Okay, let me take the particular mechanism. Then we come to know when you take the word the silver salt of the word the carboxylic acid. Okay, so whenever it reacts with the word the bromine. Okay, see this one. The first step will be the which is the word you're going to get the which one, the respective acyl hypobromide. The acyl hypobromide is this one. That is the word the C double bond O. That is the word the O. And here we are going to get the which is the word the Br. Okay, and the byproduct what you are going to get, that is the word the AgBr. This is the first step. Okay, this is the first step. Now see the second step here, especially in the second one. So this is the word the acyl, that is the word the hypo, that is the word the bromide. Okay, so now especially this one which undergoes the free radical. If there is a formation of the free radical, that means you are going to get the carboxylate free radical as well as the bromine free radical. Okay, so this is the free radical. Okay, it's not the minus, it is the free radicals you are going to get. Okay, and the next thing is the particular the carboxylate the free radical. Okay, it decomposes. Okay, it decomposes to give the which is the alkyl free radical as well as the which that is the carbon dioxide. Now see the fourth step, especially the fourth step that clearly indicates that which alkyl halides will be the more reacted towards the Borodin-Unsdaker reaction. Again it will be reacts with the which is the acyl, that is this one, that is the acyl, that is the hypobromide. Okay, this go to this one. Here if the alkyl, just identify this one here. Here the product what you are going to get, that is the which one, the R and the Br. So the final product we have to get this one here. Just go to this one here. So this is the again we got the carboxylate the free radicals. Okay, just go this one. So just see this one. This, if this alkyl group is the, which is the primary, if the alkyl group will be the primary radical, okay, so which have the least steric hindrance, which have the least steric hindrance compared to the which in the tertiary. Hence here it will be the easily goes to the which in the particle the bromine to form the which in the alkyl bromide. Okay, suppose if you take the tertiary, if you take the tertiary, because due to the which is the steric hindrance, the reactivity becomes the less. That is the less. But general concept is the tertiary free radicals will be the more stable than the secondary which is more stable than the primary. But especially in the Borodin-Ansdecker reaction, the order will be the slightly exceptions here. But here the which one, the primary will be the more reactive. Next will be the secondary. The least will be the which is the tertiary. The reason is the which one, they were the primary alkyl, the free radical. They are less, that is having the least steric, that is the hinders. Because of that, the reactivity becomes the more. Okay, hence in this case you have to identify the option will be the C, because the primary, okay, is the more reactive, then comes the secondary, next comes the tertiary. Okay, this is the concepts in the which is the Borodin-Ansdecker reactions. Okay, next one, which is incorrect about the Ansdecker reactions. Okay, I think in the previous particularly the questions are already explained the Ansdecker reaction, which is used to prepare the which is the alkyl bromide and also the which is the alkyl chloride. Okay, but what they are given, only chlorine can give the alkyl halide. Okay, actually this is the which is the particular the incorrect, that is the statement. Okay, you have to identify. So only the chlorine can give the which is the particular the alkyl halide. But actually what does it give? The alkyl, the chlorine also, sorry, bromine also, it will be reacts. Hence the first step is the which is the incorrect statement. Just go to this one. Iodine will give the ester when treated with the particular silver salt of carboxylic acid. Whenever there is a formation of the iodine free radical, but it combines with the one more iodine free radicals to form the which is the iodine, and there is a formation of the silver salt of carboxylic acid. Now this is also the correct statement. The reaction proceeds through the free radical. Okay, so that means the fluorine cannot give the which in the alkyl. Okay, so this is also the correct one. Okay, the incorrect statement is which one? That is the A. Hence the option is which one? That is the A. So next one. The major product for the reactions is, okay, just identify this one here. Okay, let me take the particularly the compound in this form here. Okay, see this one here. So now you have to identify the which one is the major product during the which is the bromination in the presence of the which is the diffuse sunlight. So whenever the halogenation in the presence of diffuse sunlight, the reaction mechanism is according to the which one, that is the free radical. Okay, just identify this. So now the particular this one, which is containing a which is the 2 hydrogen. This is an example for the which is the secondary carbon atom. This also the secondary. This is the tertiary. This is the tertiary. This is the secondary. The rest will be the secondary. But remember one thing. So during the free radical mechanism, this secondary carbon atom forms the which is the secondary free radical. So that is the secondary. That is the free radicals. Okay. So this is the secondary free radicals you are going to get. Okay. But if it is have the tertiary carbon atom, what does it form? The tertiary, that is the free radicals. Okay. So among the free radicals, we come to know that the tertiary free radicals are more stable than the secondary, than the primary, and the next will be the methyl free radicals. Okay. We come to know that the tertiary. So which carbon atom produces the tertiary free radical? That is the tertiary carbon atom. Hence the bromine is attached to the particular the tertiary carbon atom. Okay. And here we are going to get this compound. Okay. So that means the one of the hydrogen present maybe here or maybe here. I am going to show it in this one. This is the major product. Okay, hence in this case the option is which one? That is the D. Okay, next one. So what are, that is the A and B in the following reactions. Okay, let me write the particular reactions here. Okay, so let me take the first one here. So we are having a which is the chlorine, it is in the this position, and the bromine. Okay, so whenever it reacts with the magnesium in the presence of the tetrahydrofuran. But remember one thing, among the aryl halides, that is the aryl halides, they are more reactive. Next comes the aryl bromide. Next will be the which is the aryl chloride. Okay, but here compared to the CBr and the CCl, here the reaction will be takes place here. Now the first product what you are going to get in this one, that is the respective, that is the Grignard reagent. So this Cl remains as it is, and here we are going to get the which is the Mg, that is the Br. So in the Grignard reagent, the metal always carries which is the positive charge, and this carbon carries which is the negative charge. So see the next one here, the second one. So okay, let me write the second reactions here. So we got the Grignard reagent in the first one. That means this is the A. So this is the which one what we got, that is the what the A. So next one, this is the what the Cl, okay, and here it is the which one, that is the what the MgBr, okay, this is the what the delta plus, this is the what the delta minus whenever it reacts with the what the acetaldehyde. So in the aldehyde, the carbonyl carbon carries the what the delta plus, and this oxygen carries the which in the negative. So this will be attached to the what the this carbon, and you are going to get the what the intermediate. Now see the intermediate. Okay, so here I am going to write it like this. This is the what the benzene ring, and here it is the what the Cl, and here C double bond becomes single bond OMgBr, and this is the what the H, and here what you are having already we are having which in the CH. Okay, so and the next thing is the what they are given, that is the aqueous, that is the what the ammonium chloride, that means they undergoes which is the what the hydrolysis. So that means the what if you do the hydrolysis for this one here, that is what the alkaline hydrolysis, and here we are going to get, okay, so see this one here. So here this remains the what the same, that means the hydrolysis which gives you what, here it is the what the OH CH, and this is the what the CH3. Now this is the product, that is the what the B. Okay, hence in this case the option is a which one, that is the what the B. Okay, because the A is this one and the B what we got, that is this one. Okay, hence the option is a which one, that is the what the B. Okay, next one. The racemic mixture is obtained due to the halogenation of, okay, let me take the first one here, that is the what the N-pentane. So now you have to identify the racemic mixture. So the racemic mixture means what? Whenever if you do the what the halogenations here, so we have to get the which is the chiral carbon, the compound, and that will be gives you what the D and L isomer. Okay, this is the what the N-pentane. Okay, let me write the which is what the isopentane. Okay, let me write the what the isopentane. So this is the what the isopentane. And the neopentane. The neopentane structure is this one here, the CH3, CH3. Here also what you are having CH3, and this is also the what the CH3. Okay, just go this one. If you do the what the halogenation, like, okay, let me take the chlorination, the monochlorinations here. If I replace the what the hydrogen in the first carbon, we can't get the which in the chiral carbon. Suppose if I replace in the second carbon, okay, I'm going to write only the what the product which gives you what the chiral carbon here. Okay, so if I replace the what the hydrogen in the what the second carbon, now here we got the which is the what the chiral carbon. Okay, just identify this one. This is the what the chiral carbon. So that means here the what the you can get the what the D isomer, and also the which is what the L, because the attack we can't identify, it may be one side, it may be the you can identify the either side here. So one thing is the D isomer, you are going to get the L isomer. That is nothing but the which is the plus minus, is nothing but the racemic mixture. But see the next one here, especially in the what the second one, if I replace in the first carbon, we can't identify the chiral carbon. If I replace in the what the second carbon also, we can't identify the chiral carbon. Suppose if I replace in the third carbon, we can identify the chiral carbon. Let me write the particular product here. That is CH3CH, that is a CH3. Now just go to this one here. Here I am going to write the what the H. I am going to replace the hydrogen by the chlorine here, and see this one here. So this carbon is a chiral carbon because the all will be the what the different one. Now here also this produces the what the D, and also you can produce the what the L. That means here also you can identify the plus minus. That means it forms the racemic one. But if I identify this one here, it never produces the which is the what the particular the what the chiral compound. Okay, hence which one produces? N-pentane also produces, isopentane also produces, but it gives you what the D as well as the what the L. There is a mixture of D and the what the L we are going to get, hence the option is a which one, that is the what the D. Okay, so next one, the major product is, okay, this is the what the elimination reactions here. Just identify this one here. So let me take the word this one here, that is the CH3, and here what you are having, that is the D. Okay, and here it is the which one, the Br. Okay, and the next thing is the word the CH3, and here it is the word the H, and here also what you are having the word the H. Okay, now we have to identify. So whenever if you do the word the dehydrohalogenation by using the which is the word the alkoxide is a strong base. Okay, so just identify this one here. This alkoxide readily abstract the which is the word the proton, that is this one, that is this is the, let me consider this is the word the alpha carbon, this will be the word the beta. Okay, and here also this will be the word the beta. According to the set therefore the elimination taking place at here. So now whenever this will be attached to the word the this one here, okay, here you are going to get like this, and here you are going to get the particular product. Now see the what the product we are going to get, that is the word. Okay, let me write the particular this one here, CH3. So what you are going to have, what is the remaining here, that is the word the CD double bond the CH and the word the CH3. But if you write in the word the particular the word the geometrical isomer, but here we are going to get, that is the word the CH3, that is the word the CH, So double bond C, that is what the CH3, this is the what the D. This is the what the major product what we are going to get. Okay, so here we are going to get the which is the particularly what the concept, that is what the, so this is the what the alkenes what we are going to get. Okay, hence in this case, okay, just identify this one here. Okay, in this case the option is a which one, that is what the C. Okay, so next one, the major product for the what the reaction is. Okay, just identify the what the major product in this one here. Okay, let me take the particular this one. Okay, I'm going to split the what the methyl in this form, CH3 CCH3. So here we are writing which is the double bond. Okay, and the next thing is what the CH2. Again we are writing which is what the CH2, that is what the Cl. Okay, the first step will be the which is the hydro, that is the formation of the carbocation. So let me write the particularly what the carbocation here. So double bond CH, what about here the CH2 and CH2, this will be carries with the plus. Now see here, so within a molecule we can identify the what the particularly what the double bond here. This means this pi electron donates the electron towards the which in the carbocation, forming the cyclic. But just identify this one. So this may attach to here or this may attach to this one. That means whenever this carbon is attached to this carbon carries with the positive charge. But here the what the carbon is attached to this one. Okay, this carbocation is attached to this one by making the what the this carbon atom, that is a more stable carbocation. So okay, let me write that one here. CH3, what about this one, the C, this is the what the CH3. Now the positive charge will be shifted to this carbon, this becomes the single bond CH, that is this CH is attached to which is what the CH2, the next thing is what the CH2, like this. So now you just identify this one. This forms your the most stable carbocation because of the which is what the cyclopropyl methyl carbocations are most stable even if you compare to the what the benzyl carbocation also. Okay, and the next thing is which one, the attack of the which is what the nucleophile. So let me write the nucleophile here. So this nucleophile that will be attached to this one here, and see the final product here. Okay, so this one I can write it in the bond line representations like this. Okay, and the next thing is what we are having C, we are having CH3, here it is what OH. Hence in this case the option is a which one, that is what the D. Okay, next one, the reactivity of 2-bromo-2-methyl-butane, 1-bromo-pentane and 2-bromo-pentane. So towards the what the SN2 displacement is such that. Okay, let me take the what this one here. I'm going to write the particular what the structure. 2-bromo-2-methyl, that is what the butane. Okay, this is the what the structure here. So this is what the 2-bromo. Okay, this is the what the Br, and again we are having a methyl. Okay, and the what the butane. This is the what the structure, that is what the first one. Next thing is the 1-bromo-pentane. The 1-bromo-pentane is this one, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2. Again the word the CH2, that is the word the Br. This is the second structures. And next thing is the 2-bromo-pentane. That is the 2-bromo-pentane. The 2-bromo-pentane is this one. Okay, CH, CH2, CH2. That is the word the CH3. Okay, the 2-bromo-pentane. This will be the third structure. Okay, but we know that especially the order of the reactivity for the SN2 is the which in the methyl halide will be the more reactive. And next comes the primary, secondary, and the tertiary alkyl halides. Okay, this is the tertiary, that is the alkyl halides. Okay, this is the order of the reactivity for the SN2. Identify this one. This is an example for the which is the tertiary. This is an example for the primary, and this is an example for the which is the secondary. So we come to know that. So which one is more reactive? The primary. So that is the second one is more reactive. Next comes the which is the third one, because it is a which one, the secondary carbocation. The least reactive is a which one, that is the first one. Okay, now we have to identify the particle the option. The option is a which one, that is the C. Okay, so next one. Arrange the following compound in the decreasing order of the reactivity for hydrolysis reactions. Okay, so let me write the particular, this is the carbocation. Okay, the first one. Okay, let me take the first one here. I'm going to directly write the which in the particular carbocation. So here we got the which is the benzyl carbocation, and then this is the first one. And for the second one, again I'm going to indicate the which in the carbocations here. That is the C6H5. Here it forms the CH plus. So this is the the C2H5. And in the next one, the third one, okay, this is the carbocation what you are going to get. Okay, see this one here. Okay, this is the double bond, and here what you are having, there is a CH3. This will be the the plus. Okay, now see the fourth one here. So this is the particularly the carbocations what you are going to get. Okay, this is the dicyclopropyl methyl carbocation. So remember one thing. So here, especially here, this particularly what the sigma electrons which is involved in the resonance here. Okay. So this is the only the exception case. It is also called as the dancing resonance here. This cyclopropyl, this is a dicyclopropyl methyl carbocation, which is the most stable one. Okay, which is the most stable carbocation among the carbocations. Okay, so now see the next one. Now you have to identify the rest of the carbocation. So we know that the fourth one is the most, that is the exceptionally the most stable one. So next, this is the more reactive. Next comes, you just identify. This is the benzyl. This is an example for the primary benzyl carbocation. This is an example for the secondary benzyl carbocation. And this is just a which is the carbocation. Okay, this is just a which is the tertiary carbocation. Okay, just go this one here. But between the tertiary and the benzyl carbocation, the benzyl carbocation will be the which is the most stable one. Okay, this is the most stable one. Okay, so just identify this one. Among the benzyl, the primary will be the least stable, the secondary will be the most stable, and the next will be the which one? That is the second one. Okay, so see this one here. This will be the identify this one here. Now it identify this one. So the second will be the most stable one because of the secondary benzyl. Next comes the which one? Just identify this one here. So benzyl, and this is the tertiary. Again it is a which in the benzyl will be the most stable one. Okay, next the least stable will be the which is the third one. So this is the order of the reactivity towards the which in the particular the hydrolysis reactions. Okay, so this is the very important the concept here, the cyclopropyl methyl carbocation. Okay, which is the most stable, okay, compared to the whatever the carbocation we are having. Okay, so hence in this case the option is the which one? That is the B. The option is B.